Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a makeup routine. This is my everyday makeup look. Super cute, I love it. Doesn't fail me. It lasts pretty much all day. It's very bronzy, matte with a little glow. And this is for my oily skin girlies. If you guys want to see how I did my makeup routine, go ahead and keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna get started, and before I do, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bandeau on my hair just to keep the hair out of my face. Also, I just want to say a good makeup routine always starts with good skincare. If you guys want a skincare routine, let me know. And I think that my skincare definitely improved my makeup. Let's get started. I'm gonna bring you guys in a bit closer. The first thing we're gonna do is primer. So I have two primers with me. I have the NYX Plump Right Back and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I usually start with the NYX. Give me some, please. I just put a little bit under my eyes and rub that in. I really love this primer. I'm actually running out and I need to buy a new one, but it's very hydrating. So then after, I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and I just go ahead on the sides. And this, I kind of just focus on the outer parts of my face and my forehead, of course. And your face should look like somewhat of a glazed donut once you're done. Then I grab a spoolie and this tiny little eyebrow pencil that I got from the beauty supply store. Honestly, it was $2. I don't use anything fancy for my brows. Sometimes I'll use the e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel. So I go ahead and I just fill in the ends of my brows and I repeat on the other side. I don't touch the front of my brow, I really just do the end. And this is what it looks like before I clean it up. So brows are done. See, that was very quick, y'all. So next I'm gonna move on to bronzer. I use the Saie bronzer in the shade Deep Bronze. I love a good bronzy look. Anything that's bronzy, sign me up, I'm all over it. So grab this like dense brush, go in and just start adding a good amount of bronzer actually on my face. Forehead, I'm gonna add contour, which I should have done before, but it's okay. It's not that serious. I just do a little bit of contour. This is the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the shade Ebony. I'm just gonna blend that into my bronzer at this point. Usually I do contour and then bronzer, but we made a little mistake today. It doesn't really matter, at least for me. And you do want to blend upwards. These are the only places where I do my contour. I don't do it on my forehead or anything. I feel like that's just too much product. I use two concealers. I use the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer in the shade Dark 4. It's a neutral rosy. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 50. So I go in with the One Size first and I just go ahead and put some on, like a good amount, okay, on both sides. And this is the concealer I also conceal my brows with. These are all the spots that I put the concealer in, so chin, under eyes, and forehead. And then what I do is I take a little bit of concealer and I just put it above my brow, and like truly just a little bit. You don't need that much to conceal your brows. I grab my little spoolie brush. On the other end, it does have a flat brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take that concealer I placed and kind of just drag it. Also, I just conceal the top of my brows. I don't conceal the bottom. Why I do this, I don't know. I'm just not used to doing the bottom of my brows. To me, I feel like that gives too much makeup. And I'm trying to have this look light. So I then go in with my Morphe M173 brush and I just blend. And I just blend on the other side. After that's done, I go ahead and use that second concealer on top. So I take this flat brush. I'm pretty sure, I don't know where I got this. I think Winners, Marshalls, I'm not sure. But I have this nice little flat brush and I'm just gonna blend my concealer with it. I typically always do my forehead and my chin first, and then I move on to the under eyes. And then I just go ahead and pat underneath. And I'm not too worried about the edges just because I'm gonna use a beauty blender to go over it afterwards. I do think that blending your concealer with a brush does give you a more flawless base. I feel like it makes your under eyes just look a bit more smooth in my opinion. I do use a beauty blender like almost all the time, but whenever I do have the time, I do like a brush. I do go over it with a beauty blender though, just to make sure the edges and everything are nice and blended, and also just drag the sides just to get a little lifted look. So once that's blended with your brush, you're gonna grab your beauty blender. Sometimes mine is dry, sometimes not. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend the edges. Okay, so once everything is blended, I'm gonna grab my powder duo, the ultimate powder duo in my opinion. I'm gonna go in with a pressed powder first. I absolutely love this powder. It's the Kiko Milano Matte Fusion Pressed Powder in the shade 11. I absolutely love this powder. I bought it when I was in France one time, and I'm pretty sure I lost it or somebody stole it from me, but truly a really great powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out any creases I have, grab my little powder puff, and pack on a good amount of powder. Do you guys see the difference? Like, it already looks 10 times better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, blend out any creases, and then put on the powder. I really tried to focus it underneath my eye. You don't want your eye to crease. So this is a pretty light powder, so I try not to go too heavy on like my forehead and my chin. That's all that I do. Next, I move on to an also crucial part of this routine, the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Cinnamon Bun. She is a ride or die. She is my girl. She is the powder of all powders, the mother of all mothers. So I grab some powder in there, tap it on the back of my hand just so there's not too much powder under my eye. And this is also very important, I bake. Guys, when they would tell you, you know, bake if you have oily skin, bake if you want your makeup to last longer, bake. Do it, okay? Because truly that's when I feel like my makeup really changed, because before my makeup was so oily and like I couldn't really get it, no matter how good it looked, I couldn't get it to stay good like that for the majority of the day. Now I can because I bake. I'm just gonna repeat that on this side and also kind of shape my nose just a little bit, and bam. Now I'm gonna grab that excess powder on my hand and clean up the sides and do the same thing on this side. And I'm gonna just apply more excess powder on my forehead, my chin, and on my upper lip just to make those a bit more matte. But my under eyes for me is the most important part. Those are the spots that really get oily. So while this is baking, what I do is I go between two bronzers. Now I have the LYS No Limits matte bronzer, or I have the Fenty Beauty Instant Warm bronzer in the shade Mokamami. Now this is my ride or die, but she's kind of broken right now. I'm gonna go in with the LYS for a bronzy look. This is the one. But I'm gonna do my LYS. It's a bit more cool, actually a lot more. But I'm already, as you can see, orange enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that in and add that wherever I did my bronzer. And I don't usually do too much with it, just enough, just like that. Beautiful. And then what I do is I grab this beautiful Essence fluffy brush and I grab the most important part, blush. Now I have gotten a lot of questions on my blush, like a lot. And these two are my main, or these three shades are my main shades. So I have the Fenty, I have the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Berry Bay, and this is the shade. Stunning. People always ask me what my blush is, and guys, it's this. This is what I have on majority of the time. If not, I have the Juvia's Place blush volume 5. I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I need it. Gorgeous. I think I'm gonna do this one actually. I'm gonna do a little bit of this, just a little bit. And I really like to focus blush on the higher part of my cheek. I hate blush that's like over here. No. So this is where I'm putting the blush, very high up. Focus it right here, and that's it. I don't put blush anywhere else. I don't do my chin, I don't do my nose. I don't like that. But anyways, now that I have my blush on, I'm gonna dust off this big. I'm just gonna start with whatever powder I put over here. As you can see, I feel like it just makes it look a bit sharper. I'll grab a smaller brush and really try to get all that powder off, if ever. Sometimes the other brush is a little too big. So this is what it's looking like. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sephora Colorful Luminizer in the shade 01 Glitzy Gold. This is a recent addition to my makeup. So I'm gonna grab this small little brush. I'm just gonna dip it in. Super pretty. And I'm gonna just put it on the bridge of my nose and the tip, just like that. And go in again and put it in the inner corners of my eye. I used to do this when I first started doing my makeup, then I stopped. I don't know why. It's super cute, like, so I do it again. And then I grab my lip liner. I usually use the Maybelline Lifter Liner in the shade, I don't remember the shade, but it's a nice brown, but I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna use this one. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate. I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. I love a good round lip. And after that, I just go ahead and grab any type of gloss that I see. I have the Topicals Mint Lip Balm with me right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze them out. The lip combos are not too crazy because this is everyday. And to finish it off, I just go ahead and use the MAC Fix Plus Matte. This is the truth, guys. This is what you need in your makeup. This is the life, okay? The crack in your makeup. But I will say their pumps are a little problematic. It don't work. So I have it in this small little bottle, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz my face a lovely amount, and we're gonna let that dry. And there you have it. That's my makeup routine for every day. It looks fabulous. Need I say more? So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup routine. For all the girlies who are asking what I do for my makeup, this is it. I can honestly do this in 10-15 minutes every single day. It doesn't fail me. So this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.